Hey traders, happy Saturday to you. Welcome to episode 421. Awesome, man. Glad it's Saturday, and thank y'all for being here. I know it's gonna be light. I honestly didn't even think about, I thought about like, you know, just not even streaming till the night streams, because like if you do a day stream, people watch and then they probably won't show up for the night stream because there's not much going on. So it was just like, why not, man? Why not just go live and hang out for a second and look at Bitcoin and just talk about the potential, you know, sending triangle-esque stuff. Okay, so I know there are trend lines that have different peaks, right? You know, one from November, one from December, and then one from February. But the thing is, if you have those plotted, anchor point 1 and 2, it's like we've already broken out. But this makes a lot of sense. I like this because it makes more sense than the sim triangle where you only had 2 touch points for breaking out. I like it because it just clearly is showing where, like yesterday gave a lot of confirmation to that resistance point. As you can see, when we broke to the upside, we ended it with a bearish pin bar or a bearish hammer, and then right after we created ourselves just a kind of a bullish pin bar in a way, but really just doing candlestick math that gives us a spinning top, right? You add those 2 candlesticks together, it is literally just clear indecision, could go either way. Good news is Bitcoin's staying above the 20 for now, but really it's impulse up and consolidation's just kind of sideways, slightly down sloping it seems. But again, the big number to break, the sell wall that we have been unable to break through and sustain prices through, is really right there. It's between 41.16 and 41.62. I know there's higher resistance points, but you can see the most amount of touches come in at that zone between, again, 41.16 and 41.62. So it seems like there's an exchange or multiple exchanges that are just literally offloading their Bitcoin at this price. Every time we get there, we sell off. Every time we get there, we sell off again. But something has changed this time. This most recent time, we sold off. We sold off to 36.55 or so, right? And then we ran again. And what does that mean? That means you have accumulation. That means you're making higher lows. You're not even coming down to test that critical upsloping support, which is down at this point. It was 3,500, but it's a moving target and it's upsloping. So by the time we ever came back down to it, it'd be like 36.50, 36.70, right? That'd be the area. So would it be weird at all if our bearish cipher pattern played out now and we made a nice move down before bouncing again? It doesn't seem at all like a crazy scenario that could happen, and that would have 3 touch points on the bottom. Okay, and then we would make one more attempt, and if we could break to the upside or downside, measure move either way, it's going to be pretty large, right? Pretty large measure move if this was the case. So measure move puts you inside the golden zone. No problem there. 5,100 on the upside, but broke the downside. Not good, man. If you broke out bearishly at this pattern around this area, 2750, lowest lows of the year if we did break it. So just pretty bread and butter stuff, right? Just looking at just formal patterns, formal Bulkowski patterns. All right, that's kind of the theory. That's what I'm thinking about. It's like high risk up here for any kind of long, unless you're trying to breakout buy, but we hadn't even broken out. So even if you're a breakout buyer, you don't buy it. One does not buy here. This is like the worst, absolute worst area one would buy. And I'm not saying because tomorrow we break out and run to the upside. Hey man, it doesn't matter. Play the numbers game. Keep trying to buy at critical resistance points before you break out and see what happens. You will lose the high majority of the time trying to trade that way. All right, so the only way to do it is one would get in at the lowest levels of risk, which is the bottom of the triangle, or we would wait for a breakout, get confirmation with a back test of this horizontal line, and just wait and get a bullish engulfing candle, a break and go confirmation before we take our shot to the upside for the breakout. But there's no, this is it, man. It's like there's only 2 types of ways: breakout buy or low risk, high reward trading. Okay, in this situation. Okay. Sweet. Okay, man. So that's your Bitcoin analysis. Just wanted to come live for a little bit just to talk about it, where we could go with this pattern that has developed. Seems very likely this is the case. Market interpretation, it's everything. Okay. Take a look at chat. What's up, Frantic Rock? Greg Morgan, 1941. Kenny W. So Dan Stylus, XRP Mafia Man, Crypto Stang. Wow. There we go, man. I guess that's good, I guess. What's up, Arthur Beeswax, man? Thanks for tuning in yesterday in the comments. So, Monet. Is it Monet, 1964? Or Monette? Monet sounds... I don't think that's how it's spelled, though. I don't know. Anyway. What's up, kind of kid? Francisco, hello? No voice. What you talking about? I don't know, man. Whatever. No audio. That's crazy, dude. Because I see audio. Seems good on my side. What's up, Stygian, dude? Where you been, man? What I expect to do based on the weekly stochastic. I don't know, man. I don't really use that in the weekly. Man, weekly is good, I guess, but a really slow time scale, and it's really hard to gauge when those moves are going to happen. Okay, so doesn't really matter because daily. Look, there it is, man. Still looks pretty good to me on the daily. Look, dude, impulse down, you've upsloped, you've hit an 88% retrace. 78 between the 78% on the candle close and a wick would make the 88% retrace. So any kind of harmonic on the 4 hour, it seems pretty valid still. Still seems like there's a chance that we could sell off here. And if we sold off again, that lowest risk entry is 36.50 area. Okay, that's it. So Ans. Did Raven retrace enough to enter? I don't know. I mean, like, there was actually like that 60-minute trade or whatever that went well, I guess. Hold on, I haven't even written down the stuff. Okay. I got you, dude. You're all cash, dude. Gosh dang it, man. This thing just literally resets. Thanks, Introverts United. Glad you like it, man. Hello, Elk, Melissa, Dana, Melissa, the allergies people. Glad y'all made it. Can I look at Dash? Even though we looked at Dash in the static video I did today, did you not see it, Can a Kid? Sure. Hey, James Skinner. Glad you made it back, man. Thank you for watching. It shouldn't be live too long, man. Just whatever. What's up, Chaz? Greg, man. You finally woke up at 4:20? Yeah, dude. What type? Am I having a beer? No, I don't have a beer on me, right? I mean, I have beer here. I'm just not drinking beer. Normally I drink IPAs, Indian Pale Ales. What about you, Stygian, man? There's nothing wrong with thinking about Bitcoin maybe dipping. Look, man, it's all in line with our analysis with the harmonics on the 4 hour, and we're looking at a critical resistance point right now for Bitcoin. I mean, you're literally lucking out tremendously if you're buying in here and we broke to the upside literally tomorrow or in the next 5 days. Like, it seems just like there is a good chance we could move to the downside. Okay, and really, I'm just talking about it because look where we are. Think about it like this: what's happening? We made a high on price on the daily. We made the same high on price. Much lower levels of positive momentum. Now we're making about the exact same candle close price with almost inexistent positive momentum. What is that? That is that's class B triple MACD bullish or bearish divergence, okay? When you double top, triple top, and every time you make the same high, you're making lower levels of positive momentum or lower levels of relative strength, that's bearish. That's not good. That's not really what you're looking for, okay? You should be building positive momentum before breaking the upside, okay? So that's not happening. All right. Also, and we know volume's really not that big a deal, but whatever, using traditional technical analysis, from this high and this high, there's receding volume, much less volume too, okay? Sorry. So David Coins. Igor, what's up, dude? Living the TA and quick. You're loving, you mean? Maybe? Well, thank you, Igor. I'm glad you like it, alright? Thanks for the feedback, dude. Always good getting feedback. Feedback is normally the best on the static videos if you haven't done it, alright? So it's always good for engagement and helps with the algos and propels our channel. Hey, good news. You want to know something crazy? Since I created static videos, my average has been like 45 subs per day. And as of today, since I started creating static videos about a week ago, started doing the formula, I've now surpassed 50 subs today grown. So I think I'm at 52 subs on this day, and there's still like 5 hours left until the day closes for Social Blade. So dang, dude, we are really exploding on sub count, and it's only because of a small adjustment I made, and I'm very, very pleased with that. Okay, so thank y'all, each and every one of y'all, for watching the videos, liking the videos, commenting on the videos, because y'all, that's why we're all excelling together. Very cool. Sam Litecoin, what's up, Zach? I don't know, dude. I mean, probably. Litecoin has been looking way more exhausting than Bitcoin, the times we do look at it, all right? So, Jim's buying all in at the water cooler? Yeah, probably, dude. Probably screwed, right? What's up, Esteban? Oh, I love Esteban, man. Thank you, dude. Also, Bitcoin, I think someone posted the monthly, and it looked really, really weak, man. Okay, like extremely weak. Oh my god. Where does it hurt, sir? Right in my butt whenever someone talks bad about XRP. Nice one, Greg, dude. Nice one, man. Holy crap. Wow. Thanks, Zachary, man. Momo shift on subs. Certainly a Momo shift, dude. 200 to go. So if I can do the next, what, 4 days, 50 subs a day, man, we'll be there, right? There you go, William, man. If I saw that's it is something you need to think about in your own strategy if it's going to happen. If you know if Bitcoin's going to sell off, or if you think Bitcoin's going to sell off, it might be good to take profit on positions. Or you got to think about this: if Bitcoin drops in value and it might not be that volatile, you're thinking about your Bitcoin pairs that you might be losing US dollar value at the time. You might very well continue building Satoshis. So you're losing US dollar value, but building Satoshis, so you're getting more Bitcoin technically until and you're continuing the trade, letting it roll, and eventually Bitcoin would recover. Hopefully, you'd make it to a point where you don't even make this low again, and then you run, and then you break out of the upside, because we know the measure move could be very high, right? Measure move could be way up at 5,100, and that would make sense just because the daily high to low, the golden zone's between 4,400 and 5,228. So there you go, man. Yeah, probably Frantic Rock. Probably a good idea, man. Think so, Zach, man? Maybe so, dude. Maybe so. Okay. Anyway, let's Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum, it seems, right? Impulse down, upsloping consolidation. What does that look like? Somewhat like a flag, a bear flag. I mean, high point to low point, you hit a 50% retrace, that's it. But then others would be like, hey man, what about, is it non-ascending triangle? I mean, not really. There's not near as many touch points for an ascending triangle on this one. Okay, I mean, 1 and 2. I mean, I get it. A 382 was really that area, and if that 382 was the resistance, which it could have been, we're now back testing the ascending triangle if it's being interpreted that way. All right, because it's premature breakout, back test, holding above the 20 moving average. If we ran again, I mean, you're going to be looking for 153.28 because that's the top of the channel that we're in, it seems like, right? And I'm just talking about something like this. Very, very choppy, dude. Very choppy. Like, that's the way one could interpret it, as some sort of ascending triangle. Kind of like Bitcoin, but a much smaller pattern, you know. This is what Ethereum to me kind of looks like in the zoomed out view. I mean, back from December 2015 all the way to January 2019, June 6th.
Is that a joint?
Many stream works. Attention spans are hard to come by these days.
Certainly, man. Certainly. Yeah, it's like whatever. I don't know, man. It's like, can be whatever we want it to be, alright? But yeah, Saturday, I mean, like, most people aren't going to be watching a crypto live stream on a Saturday, man, so I totally get it. What is this? How many waves are usually in an ascending reliance? What is that? What is an ascending reliance? I don't talk. Could you, like, rephrase that, Zach? Okay, man. What's up, Emmanuel, coming in from Portugal, man? Glad you made it, dude. Glad you made it. You know, one time your country had the best navy in the world. So we honor you because of that, or something. Okay, thanks, dude. So Ethereum's just upsloping channel. All right, don't break below 137.25, or you might find yourself at 125 real quick. That's it for now. We know we've hit common retrace levels, and could be bouncing off the 382, which is some sort of support, and we could run again to 153. 28. All right. On the way up, though, you can see on the 4-hour, right? You can see on the MACD, high on price, higher, high on price, lower levels of positive momentum. So just like last time, we are now identifying the bearish divergence, right? Just like we identified the bullish divergence down here. Here it is again. All right.
Lord, can you put Nels on the list, please? It looked good to me, but I want a more valid opinion. Cheers, bro.
Sure, dude. We'll look at Knowles, man. Thanks, dude, for the 3s, dude. Much love. Damn, dude, seriously. Yeah, Knowles is Kang, man. No, well, we already looked at Knowles before. This was another one. Jeez, man, just too many to keep up with, man. All right, look at this. What happened, dude? Huh. Oh, I mean, dude, what do you want from me? And look at it like this. Daily time scale. What do you want, dude? Everything. Exact same thing as OMG, exact same thing as KNC, Ravencoin, you name it, dude. Just like the others. Impulse down for, like, you know, from like May until you broke out October, and you kept selling off, and then you formed a falling wedge pattern with daily bullish divergence on the tail end of it. And what, man? What happened? Oh, and then, you know, obviously some MACD too. Sorry about that. MACD bullish divergence was also there. What did we do? We broke out, man. Holy crap. And so what are we doing? Where are we approaching? We're approaching a 23% retrace from that major discernible swing high to low, the height of structure to the bottom. 23% retrace is 22,643. The golden zone is between 30,419 and 42,989. And this could take a while. This could take a couple months to get there if we ever do. That is it, man. That's just like where you commonly retrace after impulse down. Here's what's crazy about this one, man. Really, really crazy. Dude, Cypher, anyone? Possibly? XA, B, yeah, 61.8 pretty much, yeah. D, right? 113%, whatever. Right where that candle closes. Yeah, pretty much. Gosh dang it, dude. It's tough getting it like exactly perfect. All the way down to what? To what? 88.6% retrace? Holy crap, dude. So the ciphers, though, they go 786. It could be BAT. Or it could just be a Bartley, right? Hold on a sec. 113. Okay, this is the cipher. No, it's a cipher, and yeah, so it's like you have the... Everything made sense, right? It should have been a 786 retrace, right? But it wasn't. It was 88% retrace because we went from B to C, the 1414 pretty much, the 138.7% retrace. So this is definitely one of those same things where you have XABCD and you're looking for that 786, 886 area, and we got it at the 886, it seems, all right? So, yeah, it can't be a BAT. I mean, No, a bat needs to be a lower high. Sorry. So it is literally a mix between a cipher and a bat. So a cat. It's a cat pattern. Oh my god, a cat pattern in the Bartleys, dude. Oh my god. Look at it, man. Just look at it like that, all right? Critical thinking helps you out in these situations. So you didn't have to look at it like any kind of harmonic at all. You could have looked at it like some sort of falling wedge, right? Bullish divergence, add an 88% retrace. Critical thinking. Just think about it, dude. You from X to C, low to high, where do we retrace? That much? Well, we know that's like a critical zone. And then if you have BTC and it's between the 1272 and the 1618, you know that's also a target, right, of entry. So very cool, man. Very cool on Knowles. Crazy large stuff. This all started December, man. This is a huge pattern. Main thing about harmonics is you have to use critical thinking. And you can't just do stuff by itself. You have to look for divergence, okay? Divergence is a big part of it. Anyway. There you go, Dan Stoss. Hope that helps, man. 333 repeating, of course. Okay, Golden Cross is almost imminent at this point. Just give it a few more days, and that 50-day moving average will be bullishly crossing over the 200. That's great news. Problem is, on the daily, you are at 77, so you are overbought right now. You might be asking for a pullback. Okay. Last time we were at 77 was just before, but before, I guess, the moves and the breaks to the upside. Last time we saw this much overbought stuff was back in May, and then before that was January 2018. All right? That's it. Sorry, just reading chat. Cardano #1. What's up, Shaggy? To dope, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Cardano has been really, really good performer, man. Got to be really happy about it. Seriously. So William Battles. Ben Smith, hello. It might actually break 4,200. Hey, if it does, that means it was time, right? That means that the major exchanges that have been selling this thing off every time we're hitting this 4,100 area, that means that all their orders had been filled, and there's no one else selling at that area. Okay, so that means there's no more supply. So the supply is at a higher price, and that's what will happen with descending triangles. You get big breaks to the upside real quick because there's no more supply at the price that was getting sold incessantly over and over and over for freaking many months. Okay. Daniel, where can you find that book? The Ultimate Harmonic, dude? Just Google The Ultimate Harmonic on Amazon by Casey Stubbs. Check it out, dude. But you must make sure to master fibs. Okay. $5 a Bitcoin. Greg Morgan signed me up, Kappa. Oh my god, man, all in. Okay, Knowles did very good stuff. TA being respected pretty well. Okay, pretty well respect. But the thing is, you can also look at it like if you wanted to go from the height of the structure, low point, right, high to low on fibs, you're probably at a 618 going on a 786. We're trying to work on it. All right, 786 is probably around that 236. All right. Anyway. Okay, so just going the 4 hour, and we were looking at someone was asking, someone literally specifically asked, can you look at the 60-minute on Ravencoin? And we did, and we saw, wow, there was opportunity here. There was falling wedge, there was some bullish divergence of some sort, and yeah, whatever. So we hit both targets. If it was a bump and run, right, you broke it down sloping resistance, you broke it, you back tested, you ran, 100% retrace to the first target. The 1272 from the high to low was the second target. We hit it before selling off, and now we're bouncing off the 50 moving average, but currently we're just trying to get back above the 20, and we just can't do it, man. Can't do it. Having issues. It seems like some bullish convergence going on. You know, higher lows, lower levels, negative momentum. Not bad. Same thing on the RSI. Volume very, very low now. I don't really know what kind of pattern you developed. This looks like another downsloping channel of some sort. That's about it, man. Okay, Ravencoin, does it look like it's ready to enter? Should have left these on the 60-minute only and got rid of everything else. Okay. So what can we do here? Seems pretty good right there. So the channel we've developed right now, you're looking for maybe 1261, right? Anchor point 1, 2, and 3 on the top, and just 1 on the bottom. That's all we can do right now. We're bouncing off the heart line, but can't break the 20 moving average again. And remember, like, I know it, like, we already broke down, but we had from the high to low some slight bearish divergence, not only on the MACD, but also the RSI. Right, and that's when we broke down. But man, higher lows, always a good sign, dude. Always a good sign when you have higher lows. Okay, but maybe, just maybe, if that was a swing low, 1 and 2 here. See, it just almost looks like a wedge, but that's some sort of support now, right? Okay, man, but you know, we'll see how it plays, dude. I don't know, man. This thing is way too high for me to want to play with. I'm looking for things down here. Look, dude, we just looked at nulls, right? They're almost identical. Almost identical in how they were developing before they broke to the upside. Okay. It just seems that Ravencoin hit the lottery. So we don't really we're not really messing with things when they're high flyers like this. You understand there's no real formal support on Ravencoin and it's not even really that formal. It's more like a tuxedo with a t-shirt. All right, 1,050 sats. That's it. There's nothing else. And then after that, man, you got like a candle close at 950. And then after that, man, you got some support at 608. So swing trading, hey, go for it. But when the rug gets pulled, dude, and have fun. Definitely have fun with that, all right? Yeah, it's just more like that, dude. I mean, it's just upsloping consolidation, dude. All right? 1 hump, 2 hump, 3. Rule of 3, maybe? Best of luck to you. We've exceeded the 1618 on the fibs, remember? Like, dude, this is like craziness. This is like madness. This is the altcoin of the season, okay? Look where we are. Or look, 1618 failed, sold off, ran above it, and could not sustain prices above it. We're actually using the 1618 right now as a resistance. We're below it. So I should tell you something too, man. You don't mess with the 1618 traditionally. This is crypto, I guess, right? But dude, from your major high, all-time highs from October 2018 to the low point in February, dude, those are extremely high-risk areas, like the highest of high risk. So you want to think about taking positions for swing trading up here? Pfft, good luck, dude. Good luck, man. All right? Because when the rug does get pulled, yeah, not going to be good. Okay, dude. That's Ravencoin. Let's go to Dash. The one we did an analysis on in the 15-minute video I did today. Check it out if you haven't. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Dude, man. All right. Continuing to break the upside. Still yet to, well, really, let's adjust this. Go. Measure move, I mean, the bull pull bull flag really isn't until 26,000, so you're still got a way to go, right? But great for us on our swing trade. Okay, we got a really good entry on Dash right around that 20,500 area. So we've got a couple great impulses since we took our position, but we've been waiting. And why do we wait? Because we saw the structure from December that we broke out of. Falling wedge occurred after that, broke out of that, formed a symmetrical triangle. And right near the bottom of the triangle, we took the entry, and so far, it's yielding us good gains of almost 3% today on Dash. Okay, what's happening on the moving averages? This daily moving average. Okay, so the 20-day moving average is bullishly crossing over the 200, and now I guess give it a few days. If you get similar price action to what we've been seeing, you will be getting a golden cross on daily, which is very good. Okay, issue is high on price, higher high, highest high. You're making lower levels of positive momentum every time. The only thing you can hope for is just more volume to invalidate any kind of divergence that you're getting. But the problem is, how are you gonna not make divergence when you're almost overbought, right? I mean, you're at like 69.6, so it's gonna be just tougher and tougher to get to target. It's really just a simple bread and butter trade of a symmetrical triangle measure move. Okay, after that, you've got the major retraces from like that daily discernible swing high from April to December. You know, that's the 382 and the 33,471, and then the 50% at 38,367. All right, so that's it, man. On dash could take a while. Okay, great. Just read through some chat. Okay. What's up, John Doe? You want to dump JD? Dude, man, Kappa. But hey, man, it looks like on the daily it's just begun. That's all I'm saying, man. Oh my God, man. Whoa. A lot of action today. A lot of action. My my instincts were not fooling me. Okay. This one's interesting. Okay. Trying to keep this as simple as possible, alright? Alright, Litecoin. Excuse me. Yeah, Litecoin broke that down-sloping structure. All started with the inverse head and shoulders. Great trades. And here we are, man. From $22 all the way up to $62 with the highest high at 64 bucks. Very nice, man. Very nice to see us run so high. But as you can see, it's kind of like, I mean, you kind of are in a wedge or channel of some sort currently. And you're just near the bottom of it, but it's like you had a rising wedge. You just kind of went sideways, so maybe invalid interpretation. Just going sideways, right, man? I mean, it looked like to me some sort of descending triangle, but it might just be some sort of, oh man, just like a rectangle, right? Like a bullish rectangle. So you can definitely look at it like that. They're the wicks. Okay, they're definitely the wicks up there. But you could just easily look at it like, okay, so we rated the upside or downside, easy enough measure move. Right, just like that. Or really that, okay? Whichever way you want to look at it, seems like that 62.96 area is a good resistance for our rectangle. So for the upside, you could be looking anywhere as high as 67, and then you break the downside. Okay. Dude, what? Get out of here. All right. So another way to interpret this would just be a bullish rectangle right now. Just, you know, between a zone. Okay, a range. Up and down, up and down. Okay. That's it. You had bullish divergence right here, ever so slight, high, slightly higher high. Lower levels positive momentum, lower levels relative strength. Bearish divergence. We have not really sold off from it yet. So that's interesting. Okay, have not sold off yet. So anyway, that critical support would be around 58.22, but we know there's the upsloping support that's also going to be critical around 60 bucks. So there you go on Litecoin, man. Okay, okay, man. Great, great. What's up, JF Airplane? So veteran owned, Randy. Hello, Vio Barreri. Good to see you, dude. One sec. It's awesome, dude. It's awesome. We've already looked at XTZ. Okay, on the daily. Mind you, look at it yesterday. High at a low point. We've retraced. We've surpassed the 618. I know we were around it at the time, but now look, we're back testing it and just kind of indecision right now. But you can see clearly there is that daily bearish divergence going on the RSI, and there is a slight amount of bearish divergence on the MACD. Really not that strong. I mean, it's there. I mean, but you still have just so much positive momentum, man. Jeez. So you might sell off. You might also pivot and run again to 786, 886, 100% retrace. Jeez, man, this thing is on a tear. Good for Tezos, man. Okay. It did the same thing though. Like, you know, you had that nasty move down, then you broke out of it, then formed this other downsloping resistance, and as soon as you broke it, man, you were off. You're off to the races, just like many other altcoins. Okay. Pretty cool. John R, that's for you, man. Okay. Four hours, same thing. Bearish divergence on the RSI. Nice bullish convergence on the 4 hour. All right, so I really did. Structure-wise, I don't really see any structure. I mean, you could try to just do a channel if you wanted, but it's getting crazy, man. Targets for traders have been hit already, right? So you have an upsloping channel. You're near the top of it. So if you're to sell off, maybe there might be an area of value down at 19,094 before we ran again for the third time. Okay. So impulse up, upsloping consolidation is not the consolidation you're looking for the continuation of this run. But you take anything you can get in this market, right? That's it. Sure thing, John. Did you miss BCN, dude? Yeah, dude, you missed BCN. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, dude. Just give me a sec. Oh, man. Holy crap.
Is that a joint?
I know it's 421, but can you take a look at their Alkaline Water Co stock? It's wrecked.
Sure, man. Thanks for the 420 of... Oh, okay, you said fiat. Okay, thank you, dude, for the 420 of fiat. Remember, she Stream Elements or fiat, and then Stream Labs, what you just use for crypto. And also B-Slice. Thanks for the 8-month resub on Twitch Prime, dude. 8 months long, man. That's big deal, and that means a lot, dude. And thank you so much for your support, continued support. Couldn't do without you. I think you did that when I was in the bathroom, like right before, like while the stream was on, but before I started. So I saw that, and thank you, man. B-Slice, Kangs, dude, Kangs. Okay, give me a sec. Okay. Give me a sec, alright? enough data, man. There's never enough data on these. I guess it's okay for that. All right, here's water. The Alkaline Water Company Incorporated. It's a company and it's incorporated. Remember that. Okay, it is. Yeah, you're breaking like all-time lows. All right, the low back from January 3rd, 2019. Jeez. I mean, I'll tell you this: if you do not hold, if you don't hold that low to high, dude, the 1272 is at $1.95. So man, falling below this, you're using your fib extensions to figure out where we're going next, where we could go. But it's gonna be tough to get down there just because we're so close to being oversold right now. Okay. Also, another way to look at it from the height. Second touch point, third touch point, right? And here you go, man. It's like you're just in that top section of the channel. All right. So maybe you pop the upside, sell off, pop the upside, sell off before you get to that one. But that's kind of the target. If you don't hold or reverse your price action very soon, back to 246. If you don't get back above that, man, Alkaline Water Company could run down to $1.95. Just saying, man. The prevailing trend is bearish and it hasn't been around very long. December 10th, 2018 was the inception of this thing. So it seems. All right, there's your WTR. Yeah, it is wrecked, kind of. All right, divergence, not really sure. You're holding on to a decent amount of negative momentum down there, though it is lower than this low. It still is a lot of negative momentum, but the volume's receding, so that's good. Good to see receding volume, but you might just break to the upside only to touch the 20 or the top of the trend line before selling off again, because again, prevailing trend is bearish. Okay, that's it, dude. Let me know if that helped. Okay. babypips.com. Get started there. babypips.com. Also, go take a look and buy Mark Douglas' book, Trading in the Zone. It's a great way to start it all. Okay. It's all about water, volume for water. Well, the volume's receding tremendously. So yeah, you might get a partial break to the upside, but it might not be much at all. Okay, as we've seen before, any kind of break, any kind of pop gets dropped. Okay, that's it. Harmonic wise, I think that no, you're too close to a double top up here, so there's not enough there. And I also feel like if that was the case, then you're only going to be looking at one type of pattern, I believe, and it would be down a retrace between the 1618 and 1272, where you'd be taking an entry if it was a harmonic. Okay, so at this point, because you've already sold off way too much to be any other kind of valid pattern that is harmonic. All right, water, cool. Hey, Canna Kid, man, thanks for the sub on Twitch, dude. Much love, dude. Twitch Prime sub, Kangage. Very cool, dude. Really appreciate it. Okay, yep. Fuel looks almost identical in a way to what? How about Walton Coin? Yeah. Walton Coin, dude. Double bottom. Beautiful, beautiful double bottom. Alright, we've already fibbed this. From the high point to low point, you should be looking for 593 to 859 for any kind of price action reversal. At right now, for fuel, you're getting a daily golden cross. Oh, what? Do you see it? It's beautiful. It's glorious. So the pinnacle's up here. Measured move. Probably good right there. So measure move, if we were ever to get it, and it could take us a month or more to get there, puts you in the midst of, oh my God, it puts you really literally right at that 50% retrace. Wow, it's like Tetris, but for TA. It just fits perfectly. Wow. So 726 is pretty much the target of this potential double bottom, the higher low double bottom. Okay, you had bullish convergence right here. Okay, that's exactly what you'd be wanting on a higher low double bottom. Okay, look at all this chop on higher lows, man. You're probably an 88% from a low to high, 88% retrace, just sitting there, just couldn't ever break it. Then you eventually made a slightly higher low than the previous low, and then you were off. And here it is, man, Momo shift. We've never even seen a golden cross in the history of fuel, man. But now We have it. We have it. Congratulations, Fuel, for your golden cross. Dang, dude. Yep. Looking good. Looking promising. Just like Walton Coin looked promising. An asset we looked at in the stream today. Okay. 22 likes for fireworks. Close, close, close. Oh my god, man. Can't believe it, dude. Like spike for fireworks. At 100, we throw the fireworks up, dude. Oh my god, man. It's a crazy world. Jeez, man. So, Introverts United, there you go. That's your answer, kind of, right? I mean, it looks good. It looks decent anyway, right? Oh, look on the weights. My bad, dude. Oops. Whoa. Look on the weights. Hey, good. I don't have my changing LED in my room. I mean, I can do that, I guess. It was just the sun was out, so right now the sun's gone down on my side of town. Name that song. There you go, dude. There's your lights. Cool, dude. Okay. Just go back to the initial chart I was looking at. Well, that's not it. Not Tether. Look how you click so many times and it doesn't. So this zone between 41.16 and 41.62, very important. Even if you break above 41.16, you still have to break 41.67. Not going to be easy, man. Not going to be easy at all. And that's why there is the interpretation of a potential ascending triangle. If it's not exactly perfect, it is the psychology of an ascending triangle where you have one or two exchanges that are offloading all their position or what they think is a fair price at this 41 to 41.62 area. Okay, so that's it, man. If we hit this and we can't break it, you could expect prices to break down, which would make all the sense in the world for our cipher pattern that has just hit the 786, and arguments can be made by Red X that it's a bat, you know, with different touch points. Okay, whatever. And it hit the 886. So we have hit the deepest of deep retraces from the high point to low point, and now we're showing some 4-hour bearish divergence on the RSI. Okay, and daily class B bearish divergence across the board, man. Okay, so that's there. Hey, Emmanuel F, dude, thanks for the joining House Harmonic, man. Kings, dude. Kings. So we got a little bit of 4-hour bearish divergence and a critical resistance point, not the things you're looking for good stuff, at least for the short term. It's the weekend too. Do you expect a major break to the upside on a Saturday? Now remember, this impulse right here was on a Saturday, but that was just finishing up our trade, man. That was getting us to hit that 100% retrace before selling off. Okay, it was beautiful, man. All right, so I don't know, man. I think there's a decent way to look at this, and it would be some sort of ascending triangle or potential ascending triangle. Okay, we got all the reaction lows and highs that we need for validity to this pattern. So us breaking down here would not be weird at all. It would fulfill the destiny of the harmonic in the short term, and maybe we could get a great entry at 36.70. But the problem is with these ascending triangles and a huge downtrend, right? Huge downtrend. It could just be a bearish continuation. It really could just be a bearish continuation. So we really do need to break this. I'd love to break it and at least get to the measured move of the pattern before selling off and then hitting those lower lows. Okay, so that's it. Okay, and on this chart, you know, you clearly see 1 and 2. We broke a down sloping resistance, which is always great news, but where's the volume? Well, we know most of the volume's bullcrap anyway. Okay, OTC trading is the majority of it. That's Bitcoin on your local on the 8s. Okay. Oh yeah, new weekly and monthly. Where to close, stay bullish above this 41.62 area, but good luck. Good luck, ANS. Okay. Here's your daily. cleaned up a little bit for you, where you can only see, you know, there's no fibs, nothing like that. You can see my argument, right? The argument I'm making for an ascending triangle of some sort. Because here we are, just right at it, over and over and over again. I mean, since December of 2018, we have not really been able to break or breach above 4100 to 4150, 4160. Okay, that's it. And the argument on the daily is every time you make the same high on price, a high on price, the same high again on candle closes virtually, you're making lower levels of positive momentum every time, and you're making now lower levels of relative strength at almost the exact same high. That is class B bearish divergence on a daily time scale. That's not necessarily good. So either way, whatever you want to say, to me it just seems like the cipher or bat, whatever you want to call it, could play out very well, and we could get a 382, 618, and maybe even a 88.6% retrace from X, or from the low point here to high point. Okay, that's it. That is it, man. On Bitcoin. Wow. You say inverse head and shoulders. I mean, like a left shoulder ahead and maybe a right shoulder. Sure, dude. But this is the neckline. So if you can break the neckline, okay, then it fulfills the destiny of our ascending triangle, right? And we already have our target set up for that around 5,000. Guess what? Your inverse head and shoulders is pretty freaking close to the measured move of the triangle. Okay, and who cares about even the measured moves? We can just look at Fibonacci and know between 4,400 and 5,200 is our zone of retrace. That's where we should retrace. Okay, that's it. Okay, so multiple ways to interpret this, and we're just looking at the multiple ways. Okay, wow. Speaking of ascending triangles, right? Speaking of V-chain doing things. V-chain, similar stuff, right? Double bottoms, broke to the upside, trade setup, beautiful. We've not got any higher. I mean, we literally wicked the measured move and we never saw it again for now. But great news is on the daily, our 20-day is bullishly moving average, bullishly crossing over the 200-day moving average that just formed. We did not have enough data on this thing until February 9th, right? So, you know, because the V-chain VIN to VET, right? So, great news that targets were hit on a swing trade, but we think that we could go higher based on just traditional Fibonacci from the major central swing high to low point on a daily time scale. I think we could see between 167 and 207 before really selling off again, okay? That's it. Momentum has shifted. We know that because we broke channels, we broke out of patterns, we had successful trades, and it could just keep going, man. Okay, the trade has been filled, but it may not be done, man, just because you've been selling off since freaking what, man? Since September of 2018, dude. It would make all the sense in the world, okay, to keep going. All right, that's it. A lot of action, dude. A lot of action in chat. Wow. One comment per 5 minutes. Great. Very cool. Not even that. Okay, well, it's been a good stream, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I guess I'll be back tonight. Thank you, Kinda Kid, for this Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, Jonathan K, for the 420. Thank you, B-Slice, for the 8-month resub on Twitch. Thanks so much, Dan, for the 3s. Thanks so much, Greg Morgan, for the contribution, man. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.